Hey, good afternoon, everybody. This is going to be the final video of the day on Sports Fanatic News. This is Joe Borg. It's going to be a quick look ahead to our Phillies versus Mets. A rough outing last night for our offense and our defense, as Jake Arrieta said. I don't necessarily mind the fact that Bryce Harper got at the umpire and stood up for his teammate, but we do need him. I agree with Jake. We do need him in right field, and we need him in a game that we came out flat, and we came out flat, especially starting late. It seemed like we were off a little bit, and he's right. He didn't have the guys behind him. Some bad plays made. Really only one good play offensively the entire game was Rhys Hoskins' homer. And we hit some balls hard, so it was one of those games where you don't get rewarded for a lot of your hard contact, a high percentage of it, because the only hard contact we really did get rewarded for was Rhys's home run and that double by Cesar and a couple other hits, but some would just really hit right at people. When Nick pinched hit, he hit it right at somebody. Franco hit an atom ball, I think twice yesterday. So it was one of those games in a sense as well. This matchup between Wheeler and Eflin we did not have last week. Wheeler faced Jake Arrieta, and Arrieta, of course, got that win in the close game of the series where we have Mats face Pivetta last week, and Pivetta got that win before getting sent down. And Eichhoff actually got the save, pitching all those closing out. That's the game. It was 14-3. Mats came out aggressive. Really did work on things like he said he did. They were talking about in the telecast. He worked on things in a week. It's tough, like they were saying, to sit out for a week after having that bad of a performance, but he definitely worked on things and was able to hit the corners and really use his fastball to his high advantage yesterday. So tonight we have Zach Eflin versus Zach Wheeler, the double Zachs. And last week, Jake beat Wheeler, but Wheeler did have his best outing of the year so far. He pitched 7 innings, giving up 3 runs. So tonight, on a Wheeler who has still been struggling most of the year other than the game pitched against us, I would say you got to jump on his fastball. He's a guy you sometimes want to be aggressive on because he's a good pitcher, still be it a pretty young pitcher that's just battling back from some injury-plagued seasons that has good stuff, and if you let him get deep into the count, he has good put-away pitches. Where Eflin bounced back last game after having a rough outing the game before. He pitched fairly well last game. Look for him to keep going. He's 2-2 within the year with a 3.68 ERA. I think this is going to be his year where he really brings it together and becomes a good, I believe now he might technically be the 3rd starter, but like 4th or 5th starter for the future for our team. Because I like seeing what he has. He has good pitches. He has a good fastball. He has some good off-speed pitches. He has that nasty break on his pitch when he's really snapping it off well. And that's very good to see. I like what Eichhoff showed in his first game back on Sunday, just to tip it to Jared Eichhoff real quick. He pitched 6 innings, gave up 4. You don't necessarily love giving up 4, but it's his first game back in the starting role. It's not bad. He gave us a chance to win the game. We just weren't able to score in that game either and left a lot of men on. Just like we left some people on yesterday, but yesterday was more just not the best game. We had some more contact that went right at people. Those games just happen sometimes. Now it's time to rebound because remember, we lost the first game of the Mets series last series, and we ended up winning the next 2 to win the series. Let's repeat that in New York and shut up those fans. Let's go Phillies. This has been Sports Fanatic News. A look ahead to tonight's game between Zach Eflin and Zach Wheeler. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Have a wonderful night. Enjoy the weather. Peace out, everybody.